So if you love modern open concepts that are 2 stories high and are completely tricked out on the inside, then this one is for you. And be sure to stick around to the end because I'm going to let you know why I may not be the right real estate agent for you. So let's go ahead and get started. This is Everly Estates. It's about 20 to 25 minutes from downtown San Antonio. And this particular build is by Empire Builders. This floor plan is the Aransas plan. It's 3957 square feet, 4 bed, 3.5 bath, again, 2 stories. This one actually starts at $669, but it goes on upwards from there. I mean, they've got one coming up in January that's supposed to be completed at like $818. So it gets up there in price, but once you go through this house, you're going to see why. So we're going to start off here in the office. Take a look at this, and I love this. Look at that. That's a wallpaper, and it's a textured wallpaper. So we're seeing more and more of that. It's not the old wallpaper from back in the day that was absolutely terrible. This is high-end stuff. It's got a great texture to it. It's beautiful, and I honestly wish my office looked like this. It is amazing. All their fixtures are completely decked out, as you see in most builders' model homes, just completely stunning. And you come on in here, see, look at that. We're able to get in there. It was really, really cool. Almost kind of like a bamboo texture kind of feel. So this is a 2-story. So you see the beautiful light fixtures that they have up there, and it's just a really great design, modern touches all the way throughout. Just wait till we get to this great room here. We kind of see as is. Now over here to the right, you're going to see that's actually where the garage would be. We're not going to go too far into that because they were actually having a meeting there. That's the builder offices and their associates that were super kind to let us come through here. You can kind of see like the modern, I love the railing. You see that pretty much all over the place now, the modern rails with like the lines that go down there, super sleek, open, it's not closed off. We're going to go over here and start off. They actually have this as a bedroom setup. So beautiful design flowing in here. And they actually had another bathroom over there, but just look at the colors, just a great setup here. Great spot for an in-law. They could be in here. They've got the closet over there, and then the bathroom, which is right here too. It's actually a really good size, really, for a walk-in for a secondary bedroom that they had over here. And then there you go, full bath. A lot of the stone tile on the bottom was really great. And then they had, the glass subway tile for this particular bathroom that they had. So full bath here. As soon as you come in right after your left, really great setup. And I'm trying to make sure I don't get in here and ruin the shots. Quartz countertops right there. So really, white painted cabinets. So very modern, streamlined, straightforward, beautiful, tons of natural light. That faces off to the west. So you're going to have sunlight coming in from that area. One of my favorite features in the whole house is right here. Check this out. Workout room, bam, right there. There's a really cool lighting fixture, so that's something else, but they have it set up for cycling. It was probably large enough too, if you did want to have this as a workout room, to be able to have kind of like a Smith machine in there. They've got, Peloton in there, so you could probably get it because they got the elevated ceiling. So great for that if you're doing, box jumps or things like that. Our kids are really big into box jumps, so just know that was kind of open to the rest of the house, so you have that there. So really pretty neat, but that was one of my favorite things. And obviously the game room upstairs at the end when we finished it off was really great, but you see this here. We'll stop in. This is the powder bathroom that they have. And obviously, like I said, it's decorated great. I like that they didn't put a pedestal sink in there. Check this out. Awesome tile, right? That's lit. So think about, you can go to the restroom, or if you're entertaining, one thing I can kind of think of is you're entertaining and you just have that light on there. You can use the restroom, and it's kind of over there. So obviously an amazing, great room, super cool light fixtures. I mean, they home run design with that. Like, those were huge. They are definitely a statement piece and something to kind of take up that kind of area, right? So it's, it's a lot of model homes have this kind of setup to where it's open to the area below if you're upstairs, but then you see these huge light fixtures. I mean, really stunning. They're a conversation piece, and they were multi-level too. So it wasn't just like one light fixture that kind of sat there and took up the space. It was, multi-dimensional, functional, lots of great light, very farmhouse style, hit it perfectly. It would have been kind of cool to see that stone go all the way up. I'm sure you could probably do that there. Just that would have added even more wow factor to that. So super open concept. I actually love the setup of this dining space here. It's not a, cordoned off dining room. You have the floating shelves there, but it was very tastefully done, with the window treatments that they have there, that kind of overlooking the back area. We'll get to that at the very end, which is really pretty stunning. But I love the colors. Again, quartz countertops. It just flowed in well. just very appealing to the eye, very natural, even though it wasn't brown colors, it was very earth tone. And of course, their decorating was on point. So, we've really had people that have gone through this model twice. We've got one person that are building there in that subdivision. So it's a really great setup, and they loved it because of things like this, features like this, open concept design, very modern and beautiful sink that we have here, farmhouse style. It kind of overflows into the back. They went with the porcelain one. We've seen some other composite ones here lately that are that style, but there's really not much to love about this area. Gas cooking here in this particular area, so great. And that's the same kind of backsplash. It kind of flows over to the other side, so really awesome. I love this particular part of, it's like southeast San Antonio. It's the China Grove area. You literally are a few stoplights away from 410, and that takes you around the inner part of the city. So it's very popular. This particular subdivision has half-acre lots. So it's just enough where you can spread your wings, and you don't have to worry about maintaining a super huge yard, which is super important, right? Because you work all the time during the week. You want to make sure you can kind of come back and just relax at home. So it's just enough to enjoy the yard with the kiddos and all that stuff, but not too crazy to where you're like maintaining and working in the yard, every weekend to kind of maintain. So we'll kind of go over here and check out the laundry room. So they didn't have a ton of cabinets in here. I'm sure you could probably add some more. They've got some different selections up there that you could use for that, but great location right off where the kitchen area is. They have the telescoping doors here that you could put in, looking outside, back area, beautiful. So they did brick all the way around. So you have that ability to have that there. And then we're going to start over here, though, in the primary suite, which is always a fan favorite. I love the wood slat back that they put there. So I don't think that this would come with the actual place unless you wanted to have that installed. Obviously, they've done it soon, and we're going to go check it out and get a closer look of it. But I did love how that was there. I would also maybe put the sliding barn doors, which are super popular, especially in primaries. Take a look at that. Super cool. Very well done. I love the look of it. It's just another texture and different color. And you have it all there against that accent wall, which is great. Obviously, you could probably put a TV. That's where one would stay, against that opposite wall there. So you have that as we flow on in here to the primary suite. So there's that kick lighting on the very bottom again. So really ambient lighting. You don't have to have the other lights on there. They did the herringbone design tile here, which is beautiful as well. Leave a comment below. Are you digging the tubs? I would say most of the comments that we get back or the messages are that not really tub people, but we see that more and more in any house we go into. So that's there for some. I know mostly the females or the wives are going to be the ones sitting in there. Most of the husbands are, they're like, hey, we don't want the tub in there, so take it out. We'd rather use that space for something else. But again, so they got the lighting under both, beautiful walk-in shower with glass, just a great design that they have. And that's really, they're catering to what, they're obviously people are wanting that in most of the houses that they have, or, they'll have that there. But also, do you prefer one closet for the area, or would you rather have a his and her closet to where it's two separate spaces? We're seeing more, usually it's one, but every once in a while we'll catch it where there's, two closets that they have in that area. I'd be curious, what is your preference on that? So we're going to head upstairs. Again, one of my favorite spots up here. And again, I want to touch on why you shouldn't use me as your real estate agent. I focus on South Texas specifically. So we don't go to Dallas, Waco, Houston, or those other areas, but we do have associates that do handle those other areas. So if that is something that you're interested in, please reach out to us, connect with us. We can get you in touch with the people that'll treat you just like we would here if you were looking in South Texas. So take a look at this overhang area. See what I mean? How those lights kind of fill that area. That was very well done, and I love how that was. And I love this lookout they did too. They decorated that kind of area over the front to bring in that light off to the west. Those are beautiful light fixtures, and again, the modern, the touch of that. But so the bedrooms that are up here would be secondary rooms if you have kids or things like that. They did a great job here as that incorporates the game room, that kind of game area, and then also the theater room that they have there. So again, with 3957, you're almost talking 4,000 square feet. There is a lot of room to fill, and they did it up here very well with this. So they kind of had a Jack and Jill setup up here, and all these face off to the west. So you're going to be getting a lot of sun coming in the evening time. So, up here, just know that you're going to have this, lots of light, lots of natural light hitting this area. So quartz countertops, common theme. They actually had a tub there, which is great. So if you do have to bathe little ones or kids, I know a lot of people we've got 2 buyers now that they specifically need a tub for their area because it's easier to bathe the little ones, right? I've got 4 of them. I know what they're talking about. So we kind of specifically look for that. So you can have a stand-up tub with Empire or stand-up walk-in if you like, or if you want to, separate that and just have the tub in there, you're able to do that. Because I think right now they've got, the list they gave me was 4 specific homes that are going to be done before February. So, if you're looking for a spot just outside San Antonio, super quick commute to all things, either if the Air Force Base is, or if you're looking at Toyota or HEB, the distribution, it's not far from this area. So this would be a great subdivision for you to take a look at. My information's in the description below. Feel free to call, text, or shoot me an email. We can get you in to check this out. Look at this. Beautiful views, tons of glass, bringing in all that light. This is the game area. Supremely jealous of how they have this set up. I wish we had the room for a pool table at our house, and this is just a great setup, or even like a ping pong table. That'd be a great spot for that. And then they have this decked out as a media room. You could have it here. They've got games in there as well, but kids could game up here. You could watch your movies and also entertain. It's a sweet spot to entertain. And again, you've got that big space, 4,000 square feet. This could absorb all of it right here. This is just, people would be wanting to come to entertain over here. All you would need is a pool in the backyard, and you've got a one-stop shop for everything entertaining. It is a fantastic setup, just absolutely amazing. And then, kids could over, talk to people down below because you have that area, but it does seem very cordoned off, which is just a really neat setup. So there's really only 2 builders here in this subdivision. You have MI Homes and also Empire. So just you really know that you're going to have really 2 builders that are going to take care of you. We've got the MI Homes build, which is here on the screen as well, so you can check that out. And they've got a great design over there as well. We're going to come out here and take a look as we go through this glass door. They've got a great setup out here, just a really good design, good flow. It's kind of cordoned off here, so you're able to put a TV against the wall and not have to worry about it getting wet. And obviously you can see the tongue and groove setting that they had. A little grill out, a little kitchen area here, so you're able to enjoy it, enjoy the game. You're overlooking your beautiful backyard. Again, half an acre. You don't have to worry about maintaining an acre or more, or pruning trees, all that stuff. It's just a really beautiful setup, minimalist. You're able to kind of have the landscaping around there that's very minimal. They put obviously a fire pit here for the design. Just a great setup. And this particular lot, opens up to kind of like a gravel area back there. So that it's going to be just a beautiful setup. I mean, fantastic look. Pool would be a fantastic addition here. Obviously, they're not going to put that in their model home, but what do you think? Really great, right? Leave me a comment below. Would love to know if you could live here in this area. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll check out the next video. Take care, everyone.